Why is listening a better method of learning than seeing or reading? That's what I want to talk today. Listening is a sense which I believe concentrates or focuses better than all other senses, like the eye compared to the eyes, or the nose, or eyes for reading. What happens? We should know the technique of reading so that we remain focused. And compared to listening, reading falls short, because unless you know the techniques, you won't be doing a good job, and nobody teaches you the technique of reading. That is especially while you want to learn something at such a situation. Then the other thing is seeing as such, like some videos. What happens is that your eyes looks for other details which are a form of distraction, which takes you out of focus. But while listening, what happens is you look for details through listening, so you listen better, you listen more, and you will be able to imitate better. Like some before the advent of television, what happened was people used to listen to the radio. While listening to the radio, they developed a keen sense of the language in which it was spoken, and they were able to actually reproduce the same voice, the tone, the tenor, everything. When the Britishers were in India, the way that generation people were speaking English is so different from what and how we speak now, because we are not exposed to the first-hand exposure of the language through a native speaker. We are not exposed, whereas people in that generation, they were exposed to their first-hand method or knowledge, or that accent, all that, so they were able to imitate it exactly, and they spoke exactly like them. When they spoke English, when they spoke their own native language, they spoke it in their own accent and however it has to be spoken. So though the British had come over to India and they were surrounded by all our language people, they were hearing Hindi constantly, or wherever they were. If they were in Tamil Nadu, they were hearing Tamil constantly. Still, they did not make an effort to learn the language and speak the language as such as it was spoken, because they thought it was trivial, it was unnecessary. Whereas we, since they were our boss, we thought it was very important for us to progress so we had to learn the language and speak and reproduce the language as well as they were speaking. So we were more interested in that, and we learnt it. So what happens is that, especially in language learning, the environment counts. Language cannot be learnt only from one single person in the classroom for that 145 minutes in one day. Language should be always learnt only through the environment which is surrounding you. So the best choice is, wherever you are living, whichever country or state, you will pick up the local language very well, with the local accent and the local whatever is they are following exactly. That is the simplest, and you'll be able to reproduce it. Whereas if you are trying to learn some foreign language in India, like German or French, maybe you will know the grammar, but you won't be able to produce the same result or spoken method. So but in case you get a chance and you go to France, go to live in France and learn there, you will pick up fast because it is bombarding your ears 24 hours, and so you will definitely pick up. So that's why this is also a reason why I say that the sense of hearing is the best method for learning a language. Not just reading. Reading might help you to come across all those unusual words or the unspoken words which you will never come across in your day-to-day life, and so it will improve your vocabulary. And when you are reading your next book or another article, you will be able to relate to that word that you have already seen before. So reading is a method for improving your vocabulary. That will help you to improve your vocabulary. If you want to learn the day-to-day new vocabulary, it's best to read the newspaper. It will bring forward it will bring to your doorstep all the latest vocabulary which has been spoken all over the world right now at the present. Thank you.